Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to our blog Tech Tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll have a universal black screen fix. Now of course I have here four devices, or should I, four devices. They include a cell phone, a laptop, a tablet, and of course a TV set. It doesn't matter the device or the brand. I'm going to show you to fix the black screen issue across all of these devices. Now of course, if you're having a specific issue with a specific device, I have a timestamp below with black screen fix that shows you the various timestamps that you can go to jump to each device. So if you're looking for a specific device, if you want to watch it for all of these devices, you can just watch the entire video straight through. Now of course, to begin, let me explain what the black screen issue is. Now the black screen issue is a problem that affects, in my experience, all gadgets. It's an issue where of course the display is black, meaning it's pitch black. The display won't come on, and of course you can hear sound coming from the device, but you will get nothing out of the display. So the display will not come on and it will be pitch black or matted black as you're seeing here. Now of course this is bad as these devices are using their screens, and without the screen it's impossible to navigate. All right, so it's a very inconvenient problem, and when it does happen from time to time, it can leave you quite bewildered. All right, so in order to show you how to fix the issue, the fix that I'll be doing today involves you getting rid of the static electricity that builds up in the device. Now the static electricity can build up over time, and as a result it can cause the display just simply to go blank. That is the best explanation I've seen, and of course it is an issue that has been ongoing, and I haven't seen any fix, or I haven't seen any device that's immune to this problem. All right, so I've seen it, as you said, in phones, I've seen it in laptops, tablets, and of course TVs. Remember, it doesn't matter the brand. All right, so first of all, we're going to look at it in your smartphone. Now here I have a smartphone, and of course this particular device, this is it doesn't matter what it is, it's a Samsung device. It can be Android, it can be whatever, right? So if you're having the black screen issue, this is what you're gonna do. Okay guys, so here you're gonna go ahead and you're going to find your power button. As you can see here, this is your power button. I have on a case currently. This is your volume down, volume up. And what you're gonna do guys from here is that you're gonna, while the device is in its black screen state, you're gonna go ahead and hold down power and the volume down. So do not worry about what's happening on display. You may not see anything, so just go ahead and press and hold, and of course your display will remain blank. I'm just demonstrating on this device, and of course just keep holding, and what should happen is that the display should go black or blank, and of course as soon as you see the Samsung logo or anything on the display, you can let go. Now do note that this may take several tries, so you may have to do this maybe 3 times or more. Also note as well that it is it can be time consuming, so you may have to try this several times, so you can take a break and try again after a while. All right, another thing that you could try to is to leave the device until the battery goes dead. So it will take a little while, so just place the device down, allow the battery to die, and then try charging up. Sometimes if that happens, it can bring back the device as well, but this is the sure fix way, using the volume down and power button to actually get the device to come back up. So the device should start booting up again, and the black screen issue should be fixed. Please do not quit on the first try, so you may have to try several times. All right, so the device should come back up fully, and you should be back in business again, or fully up and running. All right, so that's it for the black screen fix as it relates to your smartphone. So as you can see, this one is loading. Let's give it a few more minutes and it should come back up completely. All right, there you go. So the interface is loading, and that should be it. and you should be good to go once more. All right guys, next we have a laptop, and as you can see here, this is a Asus device, but it will apply to any device, new or older. All right, so if the display is blank and you're getting sound and nothing is coming up, what you can do in such a case is you can go ahead, and what you're going to do is you're going to find your power button. It's usually in this area over here, and of course you see the power symbol in these newer types. They tend to place it along the keys here. As you can see, it's this button here, that's power. But you're going to find your power button, and what you're going to do is you're going to press and you're going to hold your power button. All right, you're going to hold it for about 60 seconds. So you're going to press and hold, and what should happen is that in the case where the device, you were hearing sounds and nothing was on the display, the device should shut down. There should be no lights, right? And of course you're going to stop, and then you're going to go ahead again, and you're going to press this once, or the normal amount of time that's needed for a power on. Usually one press for about 2 seconds should power back up, and that should power back the device again. And of course the display should come back up in the case of a laptop. Now of course again, anything involving draining the battery. Now in older devices, what we usually did was to remove the battery, and then we would press and hold the power button. So if the power button method does not work, another method to try would be to disconnect the battery. Now of course these batteries are on the inside, so if you are so exposed, you can actually open this up, disconnect the battery, press and hold the power button while it's disassembled, and of course to drain the battery. And then of course what you could do after that is to reconnect the battery. Then of course you would press the power and it would come back on, usually with a black screen fix. It might take several attempts, but it does work in most cases. So you want to try that out for your laptops. All right guys, so next we're going to move over to our tablet. Now again, tablet doesn't matter. This is just a generic Chinese tablet. And of course you're going to locate your power button. You're going to locate your volume button. So as you can see here, this one has it up here. This is up, volume down, this is power. All right, so the trick here is to hold down volume down and power. All right, so you're going to hold volume down and power, and I'm just demonstrating on this particular device. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to press both. The display is going to remain blank, so you're just going to press power and volume down, and then as soon as you see the startup screen, you're going to let go. Now the device should boot up, and of course this should work on anything. That includes usually, even if I'm remembering correctly, Apple devices, but any Android device, Samsung, you name it, right? The brand of the tablet doesn't really matter. And what you have done is to do in this case, to do a forced restart. Again, the principle should be, if you can disconnect the battery, right, on the inside, and hold down the power to drain anything, to drain the residual energy, or allow the device to totally drain, go to a power down state, and then to simply allow it to power back up. It should help in most cases. So that's the usual principle, or to do a force restart of the device, or to force the device to restart. And sometimes as well, when you're only hearing something, it's not displayed, it could also be a case where the user interface has crashed. So the user interface can also crash and give you a black screen, other than the power issue. So those are the two known cases, I should have said from earlier, that can result in a situation where you get a black screen. All right, so this one is back up, and of course it should be good in a case like that. All right, next we have your TV set, and of course your TV set is a little bit more complicated. In this case, however, the fix is a little bit more clear. So you're gonna go to the outlet, and what you're gonna do is you're going to unplug your TV set. So you're gonna unplug your TV set. Once you unplug it from the power outlet, next you're gonna search for your power button. Now this is a Samsung, it will apply to any TV. So what you want to do is to find your power button. I find that power buttons are found usually around the logo. So you can see the logo here, sometimes to the center, sometimes it can be over to your left, to your right. So as you feel beneath the logo, you should feel a raised surface, that is your power button. So what you're gonna do is, while the TV is off, and of course this is while you're experiencing the black screen issue, and of course you're hearing sounds, and of course nothing is on the display. And you're gonna, while it's plugged out, you're gonna press and hold the power button. You can count to 60, or you can just press and hold. You can count to 60. So that's 1, 2, and all the way to 60. When you're finished, you're gonna let go. All right, you're gonna plug the TV back in, and then you're gonna try to power up the TV. Now, quick note that usually with the TVs, it's just the buildup of static electricity. Usually with the Androids, the tablets and the phones, it can be just a software crash, just the force restart works. But of course, even they as well, the phones and the tablets can have the buildup of static as well, as I've found. All right, so if that doesn't work, you're gonna try it again. All right, so when the TV is plugged back in and it is being powered, after doing the button press while it's plugged out, you're gonna simply go ahead and press, and you're gonna turn back on the TV set. So just go ahead and turn on your TV, and it should come on. Now it might take a few tries. I've seen cases where I usually ask that you try at least 3 times. However, I've heard people say that they have to try 5, 6 times. The number varies, but I just tell you to try a reasonable amount of times. If that doesn't work, I suggest that you go ahead and unplug the TV from the wall. Leave it unplugged overnight. In that way, the static electricity will drain, and you can try in the morning again to plug it back in and then try to power it. All right, so make sure you try the unplug and power press method 3 times or a few more times, depending on your time that you have. And if that fails, just simply leave it unplugged from the wall overnight to drain that static electricity. And then in the morning, you can come back and then you can try again. All right, so that is it for the black screen fix. I hope this exhaustive video has covered it for your devices. Just remember the principles again that can be applied to any device. 1, remember that it can be caused by static electricity buildup over time in your device. So in that case, whatever the device is, as long as it's electronic, simply try to disconnect the battery, right? If it's built-in, you have to try to get to the battery. Disconnect battery, press down the power button if it has a built-in battery. If it doesn't have a built-in battery, unplug it from the wall, press the power or the physical power. It will not work with a remote. Do not try it from the remote. And press it, it will drain off that electricity that's inside of the device. Then simply plug it back into the wall, and of course plug it back in, and then connect back the power source, and then press the power button. It should come right back up. If it's another device such as tablet or phone, remember that you can always go ahead. If it's a software crash, it's usually temporary, so to simply try a force restart or a force reboot. That usually involves manually pressing the keys. If you keep these tips in mind, you can always fix this issue on just about any device. All right, so this is Ricardo Gardner as always from Blog Tech Tips, saying bye until next time. See you in the next video. Bye.